Okay, this is me going to drive my walker mower and mow some of my grass here. I already started these, you can see that already. I got the back end open because there's a lot of grass. I'm cutting about 2.5, 3 inches off of it. So sit here and listen to the music while we're mowing. It's been raining in my area real bad. We got like 8 inches of rain in the last week and a half or so. It's been crazy. All my yards are wetter than heck. I'm dealing with all this. Those tracks you see in my yard are kind of like when you go over the grass, it gets a little muddy and it gets the dirt and mud on the grass. I'm not really making ruts. I'm leaving mud tracks on the grass. So I'm kind of hoping for a little shower maybe to wash the grass off a little bit, or next time I mow it'll all be cut off. And when it dries, it don't look too bad. But this is my old walker mower. Usually just use it for doing leaf jobs in the fall, but it's been sitting there for about a month. It hasn't been started for about a month, so I thought I'd get her wound up and mow a little bit of my yard. So that's what I'm doing. I'm mowing my yard for a little bit. Showing you guys a little video. Getting ready to come grab the camera. That's pretty nice stripes out there in the yard. Hopefully you guys I'm talking pretty close to what my I haven't done very many voiceovers. When I'm shaking that mower like that, it's got something wrong with my carburetor. Some dirt either getting in my fuel tank or it's in my carburetor. Something's clogging up a jet or a fuel line or something. But I shake it like that, and then it starts working. I think it must be in the carburetor somewhere. I had to run that mower about half choke for most of this, and then she wanted some air after a while. Then I had to open the choke back up and started working. I don't have a whole lot to say. We'll just listen to some tunes. I'm gonna move the camera here in a little bit and to another section of my yard over here to the right of the screen. Then all that lumber and stuff you see over there by the trees, the logs and stuff, are most of that's actually from last summer. I was working. I use that for a staging area, kind of like when I have small loads I bring in, I dump it there, and when I get some big truckloads of it, I'll take it to the dump. It's actually I'm a couple loads behind there. I need to get it hauled off. I'm getting tired of looking at it myself. There's my shirt my daughter got me for my birthday. It's got my business name on it, the front, and then the back of it's got my card, business card, printed on the back of my shirt. It looks pretty good. It says exactly what my business card says. It's on the back of my shirt. And y'all seeing my some of my equipment I got there I use on jobs. I need to do a big video on all my equipment I got and what I use it for. I'm gonna mow this tall grass here and show you all this walker's blowing this. That's about 2.5, 3 foot tall. This grass is. It's about 2.5 foot. I'm surprised as good as it cut it. That good actually. Look at that. That's a good cut for that tall grass. It's pretty thick too. Fescue mainly. A little bit of orchard grass in it. That tree right there is a gum tree. I'm gonna cut it off pretty soon. I'm getting ready to. The tornado, the straight line winds took half that tree, the top half, and I'm gonna cut the bottom half down because I don't like the gumballs in my yard. I don't have very many yards that have them gumballs in them no more. Thank goodness. But we've been fighting these bad rain here lately. Lots of rain. Look at that water in my yard. My tires are wet. That mower did pretty good actually. I didn't have it. Well, the reason why it does good on this yard because that's all packed in real good because I'm always driving on it with my trucks and tractors and stuff like that, dumping over there. So it's actually pretty hard. The ground is from being compacted by driving on it a lot. But I got this video sped up it's on 1.5 I think, just a little bit to shorten it up a little bit. I'm gonna mow this big area now. You can see inside my mower that I don't have it never has worked since I had it with the deal inside my hopper that makes the grass go back and forth and load evenly. But you don't need that. I've never had a problem with it. I don't think that's just an extra thing that go wrong. Here I'm gonna hook up the safety chain on this little trailer this camper cell sitting on and drag it out of the way of that mower. I've been moving that back and forth, ready to get rid of it. That camper. Just the camper shell. Where am I? Oh, there I am, way up there. Coming back. Cutting some grass. I don't have a whole lot to say. Hi. I've got a lot of yards this week and left a lot of mud marks. If any of my customers watch this video, and apologize for the mud marks, but it's either a little bit of mud marks this week or a whole bunch of grass on top of your grass next week. It's the only way I keep my price down is to cut it. I gotta go ahead and cut it because you don't want to pay to have me bag it because it costs 3 times more money if you bag it. I mean, at least 3 times as much, maybe 4. I don't like bagging for free. It just costs too much to bag. That mower right there, I, I didn't give a whole lot for that mower, but it's a $14,000 lawnmower. And I've had some gearboxes go out on it, and they're about $300 a piece from the dealer. I think I've had 2 or 3 of them go out, and that's me putting it on. They're not cheap. I've had to replace a PTO shaft, back tire, and 2 gearboxes on the deck, and another gearbox on the blower. That's under the PTO gearbox is actually what it is. I think it's more like the deck. It's everything, really. That gearbox. When I first got that mower, I don't know, somebody was drinking or something when they worked on it, but the gearbox underneath there, the first gearbox it has on it, they had it on upside down, and that made everything run backwards. The blades were all running backwards. The blower somehow was working. I guess it was turning right, but it just made the PTO shaft run backwards. So the blades were all running backwards. I don't even know how it was cutting. So what it is, they had them run backwards, and I think they switched the blades around or somehow or another where they worked. I don't know how that worked, but I had to figure all that out. I don't know how I figured that out, but I did. It's pretty unusual. So anyways, I just cut a bunch of wet yards this week, and this is just a little cutting I did on my yard, and enjoyed working this week. It wasn't too hot. It was nice and cool. And enjoying the last, probably, I think next week is starting to get hot again. So cool days are about over for me. I'll be getting hot and sweaty. Moving my camera again up here. Oh, there goes a neighbor. I don't know who that was. That's my dump truck. My Kubota tractor over there. I grade driveways with. But anyway, I'm gonna shaking my carburetor again. I'm gonna let y'all finish this little section out with some music, and I'll finish it out here in a little bit talking to you. Go for another little ride. I'm gonna trim around this bush. Trim around the bush. That's a Rose of Sharon. Alrighty. That was about all there is to that.
Hey, Paul here, Airman Lawns. Hey, look at my new shirt my daughter got me for my birthday. And it's got, I don't know about, on the back, it's got my name and card. On the back, it's got the exact same thing I have on my cards. I was just out here making some stripes with the mowing this here muddy grass field. That's right. It's not my dump, but it's my staging area for when I bring in little stuff, and then I wait till I get a big dump truck load of it, and then I haul it in at once. I just mowed this with my walker. That's why it's got all the wheel tracks in it. It does pretty good for an oldie out of the 90s. It sits outside most of the time. I ain't got a good place to put it. I need a bit of a new seat on it. Needs some work. Main thing I use it for is picking up leaves. I'm gonna try to make me a bigger trailer for it to pull. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's my slide I got the other day for my grandkids. I'm gonna put on our swimming pool tank we got. There's the railroad track cars. There's somebody over there somebody's got a remote control car. You see it? Let's see if it comes back. Here it comes. My neighbors. Oh, it's gas. Gas power. That thing's pretty fast. There. I won't film him. He's over there though. Where is it? Oh, I lost it. That's it.